What's up, guys? It is Wednesday and it is chapter 4. I am currently in Wisconsin and it's gorgeous outside today, so let me take it in. Take it in. Chapter 4 is all about calculated movement and just stay moving. Like no stagnancy, no emergency brake. Just trucking along. The little train that could. Thomas the train. You get it? You cannot control the physicality of life. So the main thing is to just let go and move with the chaos. If you're going to be a solid, it's going to be hard to fit into many spaces that aren't accustomed to your shape. If you're more of a liquid, like water, you can take shape of any formation in place and adapt to it. Like a river, a creek, a lake, it flows. Don't allow things to disrupt your flow. This is from Miles Davis. If anybody wants to keep creating, they have to be about change. 50 Cent is a independent spirit, as we know. He brought new strategies and ventures for himself and just rappers in general. So, for example, he got into the book scene. He did stuff with Vitamin Water. He didn't limit himself to what normally would be done from, per se, a rapper. From a young age, when we are infants and babies, the world is very unfamiliar to us. We want to grasp and hold on for control of what is familiar, because naturally humans don't like change. Throughout adulthood, when you develop these patterns, you get stuck in them and it limits you. Micromanaging and trying to take control of everything has such a paradoxical effect. The immediate control that you, per se, are trying to obtain, later on throughout time, loses that control of what you were trying to have in the first place. It's interesting how stuff like that works out, because it's not substantial, it's not grounded, it doesn't have those roots to really stick with. Life has a particular pace and rhythm of constant changes that move slow and quick, diagonal, upside down, upwards. You never know which one you're gonna get depending on where you're going. Seeing it more as excitement and opportunity that is coming into your life because it's something new. It's like when you are playing Super Mario Bros. And you come across one of the mystery cubes with a question mark on it. You don't know what you're going to get, but it's exciting. And then you utilize it to help you throughout the game, depending on which boss you're fighting or what situation you're in to advance. Strategy. It's the essence of human action. It's the bridge between an idea and its realization in the world. As we know, when something good happens, other good things tend to follow, or flip the script. When something bad happens, bad things tend to follow. There are 4 types of flow: mental flow, emotional flow, social flow, and cultural flow. With mental flow, Da Vinci, for example, the way that he came about what he did in life, it started from he enjoyed painting. That transpired into design, then architecture, engineering. He then started researching war machines and strategy, which then catapulted into animals, bird mechanics, and so on. He saw connections through all on how to elevate the ideas that he was doing in that moment. He wasn't subjected to one niche of knowledge, and he was always overflowing with ideas. People saw him more as like erratic and eccentric for his time because he was ahead, to not concealing yourself into that box and utilizing like a map. Like you have the center of your goal, and then it leads you into this, and then it leads you into this, and then it leads you into this. There is construction going on right now where I'm at, so apologies. All the greatest innovations came from openness, leading one thing into another. And with my art, I can feel that way, because if I just stuck to my first main idea and used the knowledge that I had within it, a lot of my creations wouldn't have ended up where they were, because I get an idea and then it leads me into something else, and I might not be very knowledgeable of it in that moment, but then I try it out. It's very boundless. Emotional flow. By nature, we are emotional beings and creatures, and we react. Allow the good and bad emotions to flow through you and over you. Don't get stuck on one, because that'll disrupt your flow. Forgetting is a skill that I have also learned. You must learn how to let go and forget of that specific feeling, because if not, you're putting too much weight and pressure on your shoulders, and you're going to be stuck exactly where you're at. In addition to the art of counterbalance, you're feeling fearful, then go against the grain and do something bold. The overall goal is to be graceful under pressure and to maintain steadiness. And throughout my own emotional journey, I used to be very ungrounded and react. There's a piece to developing the skill of letting go and forgetting and realizing you are not all the emotions you feel. Those are just like little notifications that let you know of areas you need to work on, how you can develop your mind and your life to be better. It's okay to like feel negative emotions as much as the positive, because if you only allow yourself to feel the positive emotions, then you're pushing a lot down, and they are going to bubble up. There's a good balance within everything for your benefit when it comes to healing and moving forward. Social flow, working with others. When you work with other individuals, there's always going to be differences. Everyone has their own individual energy and their own agendas. Provide the framework with your knowledge and expertise, but allowing room for creativity, for it to be shaped by those involved in it, develops motivation and a powerful flow and force that allows it to be collaborative instead of controlled and micromanaged, since there's so many different perspectives and unique styles blending into one. Letting go of that fearful need to make people do exactly as you do will sometimes provide you such a nice gem. Cultural flow. We all exist in our particular cultural moment with its own flow and style. Things are in now that weren't in 10, 20, 30 years ago, for example. We develop our own styles with what's in that moment. When you're younger, you're more susceptible to being sensitive to the fluctuations in taste and keeping up with what's in. But as we age and get older, we could get locked into a style that is seemed outdated and dead, and it loses its momentum. So the solution to that is to periodically reinvent yourself. Look at what's going on. Look at what's in. Check out what the youth is bringing up. How can you expand with your wisdom and knowledge of what you already have been doing, and then add an extra flavor and twist to it? By reinventing yourself, every so often, it doesn't mean copying others and mimicking. It's by rediscovering new routes that you can take within what you already have foundationally, with like a youthfulness, attentiveness, and that allows for like fun play and discovery of whatever you're doing. Overall, you have nothing to fear from moments of transition in your life. You welcome them, create them. A lot of beauty within transition. Obviously, there's a lot of shedding and losing of ego, and it can be difficult sometimes. But when you come out of it, it's really refreshing. People wish to be settled. Only as far as they are unsettled is there any hope for them. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Alright guys, that is chapter 4 of the 50th Law. And I hope you have a good week. We will pick up with chapter 5 next Wednesday. Keep your flow and vibe. Stay authentic.